Good morning. I would first and foremost like to acknowledge the traditional landowners of the Larrakia Nation and custodians of Darwin and many other families associated and affiliated with the First Nation people. My name is John Morgan, and I also acknowledge many of the founders of my Elders of Elders that shared their knowledge and wisdom and intellectual property rights. The knowledge that we have to share, it is to share to everyone and to acknowledge and embrace the diversity of languages. And at the end of the day, we are all one people. And I would also like to acknowledge our Creator. Our Creator, through the creation of our Creator, we're all brothers and sisters and very precious. And everything we do, it's embedded in the essence of duty of care. My name is John Morgan. I have family connections from vast territories and also connects right through from the top end, right across down to the Katherine, Barkly, Central Australia, and right across to South Australia, and also over to Queensland, and family connections through WA. So you might as well say that I've actually covered all bases, because I represent and be part of the saltwater people, the freshwater people, and the desert people, that we're all alliance and connected to each other. I feel very privileged and honoured to have an interview today, and it's something that we've always been focusing on. With the local community control, it's about empowerment, and it's also ensuring that we take our place. And by taking our place, it's important that we get an education that complements and actually support health and well-being, that actually connects and embedded with the World Health Ottawa Charter. Through that, it ensures us that everything we do is for and with the First Nation people. And we also connect our partnership with a lot of the diverse of our Indigenous and non-Indigenous people. It's about focusing on commonality and improving the quality of services, of accessibility, availability and quality, that we are the first people in a role to translate, to interpret and create resources that's going to be everlasting and also be reviewing and reflecting the essence of all and who we are and where we're from. It's a duty of care and an act of faith and contractual agreements and obligations through good governance. It also supports the resources that everything that's done and with each other, we will make improvements. And when we are closing the gap, we're having a go at it now to ensure the capacity and workforce that we are laying the foundation into the future, that within the next 4 to 5 generations, our families will come together and unite with one heart, one mind, one spirit. With some of the things I've been involved with, I've always been very passionate. I volunteer for life, also doing charitable things, and also being very impartial and non-judgmentally. Because if we treat people with the highest respect, admiration and values, then more and more people will come in line and feel comfortable with goodwill and good deeds and focusing on the commonalities. The important message that I say, there's many to it, but it's the beginning to say we are looking for a brighter future, and to be part of that we need to be involved to actually implement and to ensure that the cultural responsive and cultural accountability, integrity, that it's actually resources that have been adequately funded and creating enumeration of ward wages, an acknowledgement that we have and always practice and continue to add 100,000 years and alliancing the 250 years of our first connections from our European brothers and sisters. I've been involved with a lot of things over the years, being very proactive, and you can imagine the unmanageable things that happen. We need to pick ourselves up and say it's okay, it's cool to say that we are struggling, we are vulnerable, and focus on our strengths. So when the opportunity is there as a threat, we can use that as an opportunity to learn from each other, to grow and nurture. That's why my key message out there is so important. Look after yourself, come to the clinics, you're never alone, and there's help, support are available, and you do matter, we do all care, you do belong, and we love you unconditionally. That's my little message for today, and I just want to say may everyone have a lovely day. And I also acknowledge many of our founders who sacrificed from all walks of life their dedication, devotion, and publicly and acknowledge it is because of many of yous that we are continuing that legacy of the commonalities and building on the strength of resilience and hardcore that leads to healthy outcomes and betterment of health, equality, equity, employment, that we're alive and we'll continue to embrace and welcome everyone as a multicultural society, and a sense of hope of you are loved, you're welcome, and you belong. Thank you.